conversation speaking from Triple Libya about human cloning being legitimate, ethical, legal in the holy books. So before we speak about the types that has been mentioned in the holy books, I mean the three: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. We do have some terms we need to understand. First, the term God, Allah, reveals, indicate the creator, and we are being his creatures. Allah has no son, no daughters, no wife, and his creatures are not part of him, rather than being separate in their existence and must obey for their own will. His complete will is there on us, and he's immortal. Human has been created from clay, which is water and soil. Plus, there is nafs. Nafs, nature is another creature in that clay, which is ranges from being contented or blaming or emirate of bad. And the last component of humans is a soul energy that ranges from light to fire, and that is given by the Holy Spirit, by order from God. The Holy Spirit, other name is Jibreel or faithful soul, and that being descend with God revelation, blue to give life and to give energy, to provide function and to provide extra energy for superpower human beings, like those that they can create miracles. Human nature is they like to shed blood and they like to spread corruption, and for that God prohibited drinking blood and shedding blood, and prohibited corruption as well. There is another term that is son of human. So son of human can be attained through reproduction. That is the usual thing. And there is another way of having human is through human cloning. To a degree that you can come up with exact copy of yourself. So human cloning, first human cloning was Adem, and was created from soil particle. So there is no sperm, no ova, no human cells exist before him to be cloned from that cell. Then the second human cloning was Eve, and she was created from somatic human cloning of his first rib tissue that is overlaying his heart. In doing so, there was no ova, no sperm, and she was considered his wife. Then the third human cloning was Jesus. Jesus was created from soil as Adem, in utero, production of children, as Marium was his surrogate, being created from soil, so there was no ova, no sperm, and the surrogate was considered his mother. The fourth human cloning was Jesus' copy, and was considered the son of Jesus, that is a son of a human, as mentioned by in a Bible, son of human or son of Rab, being Jesus. Rab is he would be responsible completely for him and his faith. In that copy, there was no sperm, no ova, no any reproduction of children, but rather, as the Bible said, he was pouring something, so possibly blood, and that is somatic cell line. Jesus' copy was having a child nature, so he was lacking well, considering Jesus his Rab. He was lacking Prophet Jesus' superpower, so he was considered as any Christian follower. He was having no sin, and as he was just born, so was considered the perfect Qurban or sacrifice. He couldn't defend himself when he was caught by Jew priests and they were questioning him, and he kept silent. He was taken like a sheep, being crucified and killed as salvation for his follower Christians, not to be killed, and for Jew believers uh, thinking that Jesus was claiming that he was God, and so he has to be killed because the death sentence is the punishment for those who were astray and get out of religion, so they are out of mercy of God. And so, in doing so, both Jew priests and follower Christians were believers in God, accepting them like as such. So we through this intro, we get to know that human cloning was since our existence, and it's okay. They are ethical, they are legal, and they are legitimate. They are used within context. We have varieties, as you heard from me. I am writing that in detail, but that was a reply Islamically and from other people to prohibition of human cloning since 1996, and that was the date of sheep dolly. Uh, since most of Qurbans that has been provided to God are sheep, so we have to get to know the similarities between sheep and us being human. Well, thank you very much for listening, and you have a great day.